2-year-old girls on the 4th of July to throw poppets on the ground and yell, yeet, as they do it. I'm like, no! Traitors!
We're in space this time.
Properties.
Because no one can hear you scream.
Right.
Speaking of good audio,
Mike's hot.
one of the Audible originals that came out last month was the first.
Nice.
But that's not what we're here to do tonight.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
This is the Geek Junkie Podcast.
Yeah. Returning one night only.
That was basically our podcast. Yeah.
No, we don't have our usual setup for the podcast.
That was last
episode. Yeah. Hopefully everybody had a fun time last week. You were
remote.
You were remote.
I was remote.
Last week? No, he was.
Preston was remote.
Last week we didn't play.
Oh
No,
yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yep.
2 weeks ago, though, we had a rather fantastic game where the party made their way through the maze of Zontal's Tower.
Oh, right, because we got that map that had the symbols on it, and we wrote them down.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
That one. The one on the table.
Yeah.
So they made their way through the labyrinth.
We left the book last time, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What happened at level 13 for me? Sorry, continue.
What is your... What class did you go into?
Monk 10.
Monk 10?
So,
You
We can interrupt the game
Ultimate
for this. That's
Fist.
yeah, I actually wouldn't mind hearing maybe real quick what.
Ultimate punch
him in the
works.
face.
Alright, so monk level 10.
So I think I scared him more than anything.
Yeah.
Little
You
guy,
got
come here.
an extra
Like
a cat
5
today
feet
trying
of
to get the
movement and
garage
purity of
wall
body.
Sure, you
It
know,
runs under
Yep.
the workbench. I can't
Well,
get
good
to him,
points
so I
and
grab the
good
air
points.
hose and I go.
Yeah, and I believe everybody's proficiency bonus went up by 1 too.
Stupid thing. Get out of here.
You're right.
So
Yep.
That's fine.
and mean, but hilarious.
How about you guys? Did you guys take any like new spells or
Prismatic Ray.
what's that?
Basically, I get to choose one
Prismatic
of 7.
spray.
Or
is what
spray.
I'm gonna
Oh.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. You get to choose one of 7 damage types and blast somebody with it. And it's like 10
try
to
this,
6 or something
queso.
crazy.
Alright, we'll see if this works
It's,
okay.
I'll tell you.
I'm afraid because it's
Did you make this stuff?
uncapping the FPS,
No,
so we're gonna
my
see
friend
what
did.
happens.
So what's going on?
10d6.
For a new game.
The,
Like
the
Velveeta
GoPro's
cheese,
sending
all
30
meat
frames a
chili,
second instead of like 15 or
some
16.
peppers.
And so
Yeah, whatever.
it's slowing all the other cameras down.
Ah, great.
We'll see.
We
We
grilled
might have to
hamburgers, hot
disable it.
dogs, brats, and just poured it all over the top of them.
Alright, so Preston got that. You got a new spell, right?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you get, Preston? Oh, yeah, Warlock, right?
I took second
Guardian
level
of
into
Nature.
Warlock.
Guardian of Nature, yeah.
Nice.
You took second level Warlock?
Yep, which
What's
basically
Guardian
gave
of
me Eldritch
I
Invocations.
can choose between
which I didn't
feral
finish.
state or tree state, and I basically kind of shift into that. And I get bonuses for, like, feral one's more for like melee attacking, strength-based stuff. The tree one I get more HP, and I can do
Controllability. Yeah.
wisdom-based attacks with advantage and stuff. So, which is good because that's all my stuff's wisdom-based. So.
and we can't wait for the first time you use that. I can at least. But anyway, after a good trouncing of the guy at the top of Zonthal's tower, did anybody remember his name?
He gave us
that
the
we
thing.
knocked unconscious. Well,
Knocked unconscious and then
woke him back up.
killed.
Then you
Killed.
stabbed him and he was like dying, and so I kicked him up.
I smashed his wind.
Yeah, so I was like, you push him up the tower.
Yeah, that was Jorgen Pol is his name, or Paul, Pawl, and he had the hourglass
That's right.
that the guy you are here to basically rescue to get the blue dragon mask had on him. Does anybody remember that guy's name?
Preston does.
Preston take
I
note.
should have took that wizard feat where you can't forget anything, and then I could forget everything, but Akio would never
Yeah.
forget. I should have done that.
My notes stop at Zonthal's tower. So no,
Why not stop at King Melendrak of the
I was
Wood
not
Elves?
very diligent this last.
The first time you met him. The very first time.
Mine
Good
was-
son Oligarthus, bad son Navarin. Nerenvain.
Dang me.
My last note is to use my rope of climbing. I have to say ding ding.
Akio's rope of climbing activates.
Mine is Blagothkus, the cloud giant in Skyreach Castle. That was my
So,
last note.
Pretty far back.
Because
Yeah,
before we
fair
got to the tower, we learned about this dude, right? Because you wrote us a letter. You
Maybe.
didn't write that down?
Oh yeah, the.
I can just tell you, but this is more fun.
Get scraps of dead elves to bring back to its family.
What?
Not really sure what that was about. Elric
Some dark
Jimgarth.
stuff going on with the warlock there.
Apparently.
That was around the time where we were doing the. Oh, it was the when we killed all the dudes, the slaves
Oh,
for the Green
on,
Dragon.
on accident
Yeah.
because we didn't know they were like in servitude. or whatever. They're like, they're kind of squishy. Maybe we shouldn't kill them.
Heroes indeed.
Let's see backstory.
There are casualties
All right, I'm
on
calling
both
it.
sides.
You've had your time. Iskander is his name.
Ah,
Scander.
Scander.
Newt Iskander.
Galen is the new.
N-O-O-T. Newt. Newt.
It's like a doot, but it's it's a newt.
Newt.
I'm seriously gonna write Nudie Scander. That's.
No, that's not his name.
That's why I say that stuff, so that Preston...
memory tricks.
That's the problem is I will write it down like I'll think I'm writing the right thing and I'm just writing whatever someone else said.
Don't let him stop you from that. He used to play a character called Matthew in one of our sci-fi games, and he was like a hick from the moon. And he was the only one that wrote notes, and he wrote them in Matthew's voice, in Matthew's like. So he would replay them back, and we'd be like, "The hell? That's what you got out of that?" Like, that's what Matthew got out of it. we get pulled aside by the police, basically, the security force. And they're like, "Where are you from?" And we're trying to hide that we're from Earth because we just got transported across the galaxy. And he goes, "We're from Vulcan."
Yeah.
And then that was our like
Cover story. from
cover
then
story
on.
from then on. We had to follow it.
Nice.
That's really
At one
funny.
point, the entire party was lying in separate interrogation rooms, and Matthew was telling,
So
like, not the truth, but he was like complaining about everything around the truth. So he was giving a lot away.
for note clarity,
Yes,
the name again, please.
Iskander.
Just Iskander.
Just Iskander.
Okay.
Justice Scander.
Gonna run out of things to throw tonight, apparently.
Sorry.
But now
Sorry.
you are standing in the observatory.
Yes.
Yep. With the nice telescope.
Yep. Nice brass telescope.
I cast polymorph and smash everything. No.
Okay.
Can you shrink it? I want it.
Kobold midgets. Let that
Did
sink
we
in.
guess he was in the dungeon? Was that where we were gonna head?
Well, it was. Yeah, the hourglass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that where you want to head next?
I don't know. There's all these other rooms.
I know. I'm kind of want to poke around like this.
But-
Let's
but-
let's
but
just
at the
go
same
down
time,
levels,
like we're on a crunch.
Yeah, I think like.
But we're
times
only
of
on the
the
crunch because of the dude that we just killed. He was.
I don't know.
I don't know. It
Maybe.
might have been a different guy fighting in that.
We could find him, save him, and
then go do the rest
and
of the
then
thing? Yeah.
Go kill everybody.
Yeah, that's cinematic.
Hey, come with us while we rampage this tower and ransack it.
Do. Yeah. I kind of want to poke around just to make sure we're not gonna
Well,
go
let's
down there
remember,
and get him and then
where-
get ambushed or something.
Where did we go?
we went to the observatory, which was the star.
And that's That's the only place we've been.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because I tried
Except
to
for
push.
the ground level.
Yeah, we were on the ground level, and I
Rufus,
tried to
Grace,
push
hold
the. I tried to push the hourglass, and it didn't work. And I think it's because we didn't have
It
a
was
key.
red. Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Now we
There he is.
But now we have it, so we can go to the dungeon. But that's not necessarily.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Is that mic actually
Hello?
hot?
Hold on.
Have we been
Push
talking?
to talk. Push to talk's active, that's why. Because I was in the.
Okay, so
There you
not
go.
for everything.
Can you
just
hear us now?
Discord.
Hey.
Reese.
Reese, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I get the one working, then okay, we're good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry.
Did you level up?
Crap.
Yeah, I'm level 13.
Yeah.
Did you take one in fighter or barbarian?
Barbarian. I got brutal critical.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
Alrighty. Right now, the party is deciding which level to go to.
So here's my thinking. If we go to the dungeon, we know he's there. We can help him. But all these other levels might know we're here. They could come ambush us. Maybe we should.
But we also know that he's safely locked in the dungeon.
Right. Maybe we
Well,
should do a sweep.
We assume that he's safe.
Well, we know he's locked in the dungeon and he's
Yeah.
not leaving anytime soon.
Yeah.
Or dead in the dungeon.
So maybe we can sweep the area to make sure we're not going to get
Reese,
jacked up on our way out.
Let me know if you can read that.
Everybody, go ahead and roll me a history check really quick.
History.
Yeah, I
19.
can read that.
Perfect.
13,
Yeah.
Blah.
12.
12,
4.
4,
22.
22. In the off chance that Thornock gets better, Thornock, roll me a history check.
Natural 20.
15, not bad. Brom, as you guys were discussing this, you do recall a little tidbit of information that was given to you in a previous session.
Okay.
That the lovely tiefling Rian Nightshade had told you
Yes.
that it might be a good idea to clear the tower.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Okay. So we're justified.
I do have her name in here.
Thanks for the reminder.
Hey guys.
That's right.
It's
I
Rihanna
think
and Knight something.
I think it would be in our
Rihanna
best interest to
Nightingale.
clear the tower of all infidels and hopefully find some loot in the process.
That's my superpower.
You're right.
I was about to say no. We need to, and then you said loot, and I was like, yeah, good
Loot,
idea.
loot the bodies.
Okay.
So how we're going to do this, because
Scooby-Doo montage.
yeah, it's going to be
In and out the
it's
doors.
going to be sort of a
Up and down the line.
montage skill challenge instead of the usual going around. So what's going to happen is you're going to go to a room. I'm going to present you with a scenario, and one of you is going to come up with a skill that is going to be helpful in the scenario. That's not a fighting skill of yours,
Okay.
and then you're going to roll for that skill to see how well you do and see if you take any damage.
Okay.
All right. Let's do it.
Where do we begin, or do we choose?
You can choose wherever you want to go.
Just go around the
Well, we
horn.
were on the observatory, and this
We
is the
lived
dungeon,
in-
so maybe we should go.
You have
counterclockwise?
already also been to the audience chamber. That's the room you came in on.
And we have looted all these rooms
Okay.
thoroughly.
Okay, so we
correct?
been-
So should we do?
chair.
Should we do bedroom?
Let's
Skip
go to-
chair.
No, closed chambers.
Yeah.
We looted the room.
That's
we-
actually
Oh.
that's part of that room, I think, isn't it? The closed chambers is part of the observatory.
Or is that its
I don't
own
think so.
separate room? Oh, it's not really that.
It's got its own symbol.
Okay. So
We-
closed chambers.
So confirm, we did loot the room we are in currently.
yes.
Right.
The observatory.
Yeah,
For sure.
there wasn't really much.
Because like we looked through the books. I
Okay.
remember we looked through
I'm
the
just
books.
making sure.
Okay.
Because I remember going in and we started to look at something and then got into combat.
Yeah, you guys took everything of
Okay.
sort of value.
Okay.
I mean,
Except
there
the
are
telescope.
some books in here that might be worthwhile to an observer, like or an astrologist, but you're not really. You can't really take a whole library of books
Yeah.
with you. All right, so
I don't know,
we
we got
decided to close
5
chambers.
bags of holding between us.
Closed chambers.
Okay.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go close chambers.
I hit the upside down L. The 7.
All right, so whatever Zonthal used to put it in these rooms is really unknown. But as you teleport in, you see that they've been repurposed quickly by the cult into a barracks sort of area. And there's a few cultists lounging around here as you enter, but they don't quite see you yet. Let me see if there's any sort of. Looks like there's a total of 5. So who would like to take this first skill test? That is basically a room full of cultists.
Without
Without fighting?
non-combat
Because
skills.
I could just drop a fireball and probably take them all out.
Unless they're really
Unless they're really sharp.
cultists.
He's like, would you like to try?
Yeah.
Do it
Well,
now.
you said no combat.
Yeah, and so it's not going to be technically spells in combat,
Okay.
but you'll be that could be construed as an Arcana check.
Okay, yeah.
If you would
I'll
like.
use magic to
Okay.
take care of this situation.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
So,
an Arcana
so you're
check?
going to go ahead and roll an Arcana
that-
check, and I'll let you know if you succeed or fail.
Well, that is 18 plus 15.
Okay.
So
32.
32.
33.
3. Yeah.
You
Oh,
use,
yeah.
use magic to fix it. That's pretty much like all D&D, right?
So would you like to describe the results, or would you like me to?
Go for it.
Okay. So you guys appear in the room, and these guards look over at you, and they start standing up, and Akio casually grabs his staff and he taps it twice on the ground. And usually you see him teleport with this, but he just lets his staff go, and it teleports around the room and smacks all of the cultists until they're all unconscious, and then it zips back to his hand.
Go to sleep. Go to
It's
sleep.
just
Go to sleep. Go
flubber.
to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay.
Crack. Crack.
All right.
Nice.
What's the
Okay.
roll?
I wanna
Good
so
show.
check the room and well first I wanna check
Yeah.
them.
So we're gonna worry about you guys. Basically, you're clearing the room, killing the cultists,
Okay.
and then checking for loot, and that's basically the whole thing.
Okay.
That's assumed
Boom.
every time.
So we assumed it.
However,
Nice.
there is a. Oh, never mind. Sorry, I forgot. There's no Johnny. That's different. All right. So, what is the next room you would like to go to?
Bedroom.
Bedroom.
Square.
Bedroom. Okay.
All right. I'm tapped out.
Um,
You guys.
So I'll say that this is a free room.
Okay.
There's nothing going on here. You search it quickly, and you just find a few like assorted barrels, and there's like a Draco Lich skull in it. So you see like a dragon skull inside of it, but it's not particularly valuable as far as things go.
In the shrine.
We've been
Okay.
to the audience chamber, so shrine.
Shrine. Boop.
Okay, so painted renditions of Draco Liches line the wall of this chamber, and a stone altar in the center of the area features the skeletal limbs and claws of a dragon. A half-dozen cultists look up in surprise at your appearance. So the fight begins in here, and you quickly notice that 2 of these cultists are rather robust mages. And let's see here.
I can silence them.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So if you would like to act first, what would you do in order to surpass this challenge and make it trivial? And put it in the form of a skill check, please.
Well, could I do could I like I mean I have as part of my shadow arts I can actually silence for key points, so I could like silence the mages and then kinda like bamf around trying to take these guys out one by one, but I don't know what that would be, like acrobatics
Okay.
or
I like
Stealth.
acrobatics.
okay.
Whichever one you'd like.
We'll do stealth.
Okay. So as the rest of the party distracts,
Like you're coming,
These
you
cultists.
appear in the drapes and then reach out. And
yeah, and pull one in.
So that's a 22.
22. Well, that's a success. And what'd you get again?
35.
35. Okay. So that was a success. So as the rest of the party kind of distracts them, Ari quickly slips into the shadows and comes out one of the drapes. I like the idea, and takes out one of the mages, and then you're gone again, and you take out another one, and you kind of toss him towards.
I just yell.
You toss him towards
"We're
the altar,
distracting you,"
and
so-
he got a command word off at first, but you got lucky in the fact that the command word activated the skeletal claws on the altar, and they grab him and rip him to shreds.
Oh. Yikes.
Cool.
Okay. The next room.
Brutal.
This room
Yes, go
contains
for it.
notes and scrolls about Draco Liches, but nothing of value to any collector or any merchant or so. However, if there's one among you that is curious about the construction and operation of dragon skeletons, that could be something.
Sounds pretty warlocky.
Why don't you take a look?
I heard construction, and I was like, nah. And then I heard construction with magic. I was like, nah.
I would like to peer into the veil.
Do it.
And this, so I need to put it in the form of a.
So this is just
simply
this is just the
Arcana
loot
check.
right
This
now.
is just the loot. Got it.
Yep.
Yeah,
the
we
room has
haven't
been
moved to a
cleared,
new
so
room
yeah. So that's just if you want to add Draco Lich's notes.
Got it.
Oh, dipping it.
Cheesy jerky.
I will add regular to notes.
Okay. And what else do you have? Is there anything else? No, I think that's. No, I think you guys have one more.
The lounge.
The chaise lounge.
The
What about the
lounge.
sundials?
Wasn't that where we just were?
No.
Oh, that was outside.
Yeah, the sundials take you back to the entrance of the maze.
Forgot about that.
Okay, so you guys hit the option for the lounge.
The flame.
And you come in and you see that there's actually quite a few cultists in here. They're playing games. There's probably about 24 that have been just talking strategy, and so this will be a multi-part skill challenge. So who among the three of you left would like to take the first blow, as it were?
I can.
Okay.
Oh,
I should read this first though.
go for it.
Sorry, a large fireplace in the center of the room keeps this chamber nice and cozy. Its smoke magically vented outside. About 2/3 of the skeleton of an adult dragon is laid out on the floor, curled around the fireplace. Before you have time for further assessment, however, 24 black-cloaked figures move to attack you.
Okay, so they are hostile.
Yes, very much cultists.
Maybe not, because I was going to talk my way through it. But if they're attacking, if we think I would, I would use magic and cast mass suggestion on everyone in the room
Okay.
to return to their homes for the next 24 hours.
Okay, go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
It's a 16 plus 13, so it's 29.
29. So, Brahm looks at the left side of the room and tells them to halt, go home, go back to wherever they came from, and those cultists start packing up their things. The rest of the cultists are still looking very menacing, but they're looking a little confused that their companions are doing what this adventurer tells them at this point.
Are they still kind of moving towards us?
Yes, they are still stalking towards
So I want to
Bro, you can't just tell people
grab
to
the
go
ball
back to where they're
bearings that I
from.
have in my bag
It's
and use sleight of hand to roll them out without them seeing.
Okay.
Basically, like maybe behind Thornlock, just kind of.
This really is a Scooby-Doo episode.
Yeah.
They would do exactly that.
20.
20. That's exactly what you need. So, yep. Tavish takes out his ball bearings, rolls them through the ground. A bunch of the cultists fall over onto themselves, allowing Akio and Brahm and Ari to go through and start picking off the stragglers that are.
And
on their
one
feet.
totally does the trip and fall and.
Oh yeah, stabs himself. Yeah.
A natural one on an acrobatics check.
Yeah, it was pretty much. It's like Domino in Deadpool 2, right?
Yeah. That basically leaves probably what appears to be the biggest human cultist you guys have ever fought. Like burly, just massive muscles on muscles. Think. I would say more like.
I got you for 3
not
minutes.
even The Rock, like
3
bodybuilder.
minutes,
Yeah,
okay.
Macho Man Randy Savage if he was a cultist. So Thornock, yeah, the mountain. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Think of like the mountain. Thornock, how would you like to defeat this champion of the cult that seems to be barreling down on you despite
Naked
the
wrestling match.
despite the ball bearings? He seems to be crushing them underfoot.
My money's on that.
That means he weighs.
I would like to assert my physical dominance through an athletics check.
Okay.
You
Go ahead and roll it.
Dominate him.
He's not really into that kind of.
It was like a mountain for Cersei. He just needs a dominant figure in his life.
My money's on Thornock. Any takers for the other guy?
I'm rolling with 26.
Alright, so this guy comes barreling down, and Thornock, instead of pulling his axe, rushes at him as well, roaring with rage, but not an actual rage, just a normal rage. And he grabs the guy by his belt and by his shirt collar and lifts him up and just hucks him out the window.
Nice.
And he threw him out the window.
Beautiful.
And you all wait for a few moments, ears out, and then you hear the splat.
Someone in the town's like,
Alrighty. So that's a successful skill challenge. You all did great, so that won't be any hit dice off of any of you.
Cool.
So congratulations on that.
a farmer and his daughter who we've always had were visiting this town.
Yeah, they're like, hey, we made it. We finally made it through the maze, honey. Ah!
Why does this always happen to
Back
me?
into the maze.
We'll risk it.
So you guys have cleared the top levels of Zonthal's Tower. However, besides the 100 or so gold that these cultists were kind of passing around between them, you didn't find much treasure. Unfortunately, it seems like either everything has been picked clean, or these cultists were just not, or Zonthal didn't have
there's
very
something
much left over.
hoarding
They're
it.
underpaid.
Yeah, they probably got it somewhere else in a hoard.
Perhaps they sent it to their massive hoard that they were collecting.
Yeah.
Right.
Who knows?
I
But
need to find
that is
out
100
somewhere
gold
else.
that you can split 5 ways, 20 gold each. That's still kind of a small fortune for most people.
Oh, yeah.
I know a
It's
farmer
enough-
and his daughter who
it's
would
enough
really
to
love that
retire
kind of
on,
money.
right?
Yeah, that would be enough to retire on for a normal person.
Wow.
20, you said?
Yep.
We are
20
living
each.
like kings then.
Oh yeah. Well,
We're
most
the
of your
Jeff Bezos of this world.
most of your income is reinvested into your adventures. Like that is
pretty true.
like you're basically like mechanics. Like 80% of the money you get goes back into tools.
Yeah.
That you can fight better and better cars. Like the mechanic.
This metaphor is breaking down.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Frankie,
That's why my car never works right after I go to the mechanic. He's fighting it.
Were those dents there before?
No.
Hides the bloody knuckles.
All right.
Was it deceptive?
Yeah,
So
I fought my
after
cars
all that,
before.
you dust yourselves off. You've all taken a short rest at this point, I'm sure. If anybody
So I'm
has
feeling
needs to take a short rest, make sure you do so.
Short rest?
Yep. And then I'll add all of those cultists that you fought into an experience boost to take as well. So. But then it's time. You hold the hourglass key in one hand and press the button with the other, and realize that you probably didn't need to hold the hourglass key at all, just having it on your person worked. And you are teleported down into the dungeons of Zonthal's Tower. Down here, things are different. You have 10-foot high ceilings above you. Unless otherwise, unless I tell you otherwise.
Stop that.
Sorry. The area you are in is unlit. Until you fully teleport in, and then magic lamps flick to life and go down the hallway. So you're in a little tiny 2x2 chamber.
Everyone with
and
dark
then
vision
there's-
goes, ah!
Yeah.
For a few seconds.
2x2.
Just DM. I did an arcane recovery to get my 6th
That's
level
10
spell
feet?
back.
Nice. Okay.
Just
2x2, 10.
Yeah. So like a 10
10 by 10?
a 10 by 10
Not
room.
2 foot by 2 foot. For mechanical purposes, would this be considered a dimly lit corridor?
Let's see. Bright light.
Bright light. Okay.
Also, as a
Bright light.
warning to the DM, I did take Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
What's that?
Yeah. What is that?
Read all writing.
Cool.
So just a warning.
Is that a spell?
It's an Eldritch Invocation.
Oh.
So you have to call upon your
Eyes of the
eldritch.
Rune Keeper. You can read all writing. Beguiling Influence is proficiency in Deception and Persuasion, which
Wow.
just transferred those over.
Very nice.
Just heads up. Just heads
So
up.
now we know everything.
So there's only one path forward, unless you want to go back.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'll take
Onward.
point.
You take
I'm
point.
invisible.
Ari goes
I'll bring it.
invisible.
I'll bring it.
Checking
over
for
here.
traps.
Okay, so go ahead and
I'll
roll
go
me
next.
a usual investigator perception, whichever we use.
I'll go pull out my trusty
16.
trap checking stick from my bag.
Are you gonna throw it down the hall? You do not find any traps as you head down, and thankfully your eyes are correct because there are no traps that trigger.
Excellent.
Until you get to another room. And Scott, if you would like to grab the rock tiles.
You said this is bright light in here?
Yes.
Okay.
That means no shadow
About to
step
get right?
for me,
Track 4?
Yeah, sure.
but I'm invisible.
Epic.
It's going to be a 4x4 room, so 4 of those tiles by
Don't we
4
have
of
an
those tiles.
invisible version of you?
I have an invisible version.
I thought we did.
Yeah, we do have an invisible Ari. We won't need that.
You guys do what you need to.
It's going to be in a square. And then get a path. Yep, heading from the left side. And then yeah. So that's the side you guys are coming down. Just 3 is fine. And then there is another staircase at the far far away end of the room from me. Oh, there's a little branch path off of it too. So
Up the staircase?
yeah, it's going down though, but we can't represent that. And then there's a path going off to the left from that same exit. Right there.
Thornock, give it a couple seconds. Let me know if this is any clearer to be able to see what's going on.
So you obviously get here first, Ari. So this is what you see. Blood streaks the floor here, including
hand me the other
a
tote.
smear trail leading back to the teleport chamber, and a second trail of bloody boot prints heading up the corridor to the north. Standing amid the gore are 3 humanoid figures, 2 that look like mist-shapen statues of clay and stone, and 1 appearing as a humanoid made of flame.
What the?
This is
hell
the
going
only
on?
invisible Ari since
Oh yeah.
I haven't
Have
printed.
we already
any-
have we already descended into the Nine Hills?
No.
This looks good, by the way.
Okay. Is it better than it usually is? For visibility?
Alright, so we've
It looks
got,
like it's a higher definition.
Okay.
we've got one right here.
That's a stone elemental. Let me know if it freezes because I'm not watching the monitor.
One here. And then the fire elemental is going to be at the far, just at the far room.
Like over here.
Uh,
Over here.
Yep. Put him in the room though. Right there. Perfect.
Okay. All right. I message everybody and I say, looks like we have some elementals. Give me 1 second to try and attack one of them and then come in. And so I want to
Okay, just stop right there. I just need to look at something.
Are elementals constructs? No, we decided those are not
Electrocuted.
Elementals are elementals.
elementals.
They have their own.
Classification.
Yeah.
Elementals, eh?
I
Oh,
cast
look,
protection
there's
from
a
good
chip
evil
right
on
by
everyone.
Colby's head. Oh. Be blessed. Be blessed.
Dragons. More dragons. Driver. Dryad. Etten. No, close to elementals. E. Wait.
They're not in the book.
No, there's some around here.
Is it go by like fire elemental? Or is
No,
it
because
elemental
it
and
throws them
subcategories?
all together.
I would cast protection on Thornock, but he already takes like no damage
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
The only other person would be you. You're too far away.
Yeah.
and
Price I
shit
pay.
doesn't take a look.
Back here, Ari. Let's do it. You already said
You got an earring? Oh, do you have an earring? Did we make one for you?
Yeah, everyone's got one.
Yeah.
We were able to craft enough.
Okay.
It took us a couple sessions though.
That's right. That's right. I couldn't remember if that was before you had joined our party
It was
or
after.
after. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not crazy, right?
Elementals do exist in Dungeons and Dragons.
Crazy for E elementals. Oh, thank goodness.
And we're back.
So I need you to roll me a stealth check, but it's going to be at disadvantage.
And that doesn't get canceled out by the advantage I have from invisibility. Okay.
Cloak of invisibility.
So that's a natural 20. And a 31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So as you step into the room, both of the earth elementals' heads kind of lift up and start like scanning, but neither of them pinpoint you. So
Okay.
you may move as you wish.
So I'm gonna go 1, or let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Come around right here to this guy. And then I'm gonna message attack and then hit the guy.
Okay. So we will go ahead and get into initiative here. You will get your surprise round, and then we will get into a proper initiative order. Right, proper.
Right and proper.
E.
We'll make it
One,
good.
E,
Jolly good show.
2, F.
We're supposed to do initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just use my inspiration. To give me advantage on initiative because my first roll was crappy.
And that wasn't much better from what I remember.
Use that inspiration early. But that's okay.
There it is. What are you looking for?
Fireball.
There it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
Sorry.
19.
It makes me so happy.
Braun.
I rolled a 19 plus 5, 24.
24. Thornock.
12.
12. Akio.
20.
And then Tavish got 16.
Much clearer picture.
Is the cameras working okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing's froze totally yet.
Good. Nobody wants to see my ugly face in a frozen position.
I had to fix the filter though because it was still changed because we had the lighting changed last time, and I had a filter on to change the way that the colors were, and so this was purple and this one was blue. So everyone over there was a little bit purple.
Oh wow. Okay, so as this worked out, that's fun. Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me your first attack as you come out of stealth, swinging.
That's a, well, I have advantage, so, well, it doesn't matter, I guess, because as long as I hit 25.
25 will hit.
Okay.
That's
And
crit for you.
so, let's see.
You flash back to your training days in the monastery where you were forced to punch stone repeatedly for hours on end.
22,
1-inch punch it.
27 plus 6, so 33.
That's your sneak attack damage as well.
Yes.
So 33 damage. Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your next attack.
That's a 26
That'll hit.
for, let's see, that's just 18.
18. And every hit is a critical hit at that
Yes.
point, right?
We'll spend a key point to
I'm
offhand
not sure.
or unarmed strikes.
I don't think it should.
You went into a
So
dark place, I
25.
could tell.
Is that what it
Something was going on.
Or just,
It's okay if Ari dies, right?
no.
Okay. never mind.
14 damage.
I mean, we have a lot of gold.
And then final attack
She comes back as a kobold. Don't worry.
is a
Cosmetics will fix this.
22. That'll hit.
for 13 damage.
13.
Nice.
Nice.
Punch.
That was a good
That was
one.
like 60 damage or
Yeah.
something like that.
That's good. It's 33. on
So
the
Ari
feathers.
suddenly appears. All three elementals look at her, but you are already pummeling this earth elemental with all your magical fisty might.
And some kicks too.
Yeah,
For good
throwing in
measure.
some kicks in there. It tries to like bring an arm around to grab you, and you break off its fingers and force it to reform them. You've definitely dealt quite a blow to start the combat off.
Nice.
And then we get into combat proper because that was the surprise round.
Yes.
And Brom, it is your turn first.
I have an AoE spell, but it would hurt you, so I don't want to use it.
Well, I don't want to medicate. So never mind.
I'm going to cast.
I'll give you bardic inspiration for that.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So as we're looking at him, flamey dude, rock dude, as far as we can tell from a distance.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to. I guess guess I'm gonna use bonus action, cast Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
On. Guess I'll just do it on myself. Everyone else is gonna be at the distance except for Thornok, but Thornok does more damage with his axe.
Yeah.
I'll just cast it on myself at the fourth level.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I will, for the damage type, I'm going to go with. I'm gonna go with ice. I guess we'll go with ice. So I'll pull out. I guess it's a hot pepper every time. But I'll pull out this hot pepper.
It's white.
And I'll jingle a little bit, and you'll see like that, the Dentine Ice commercial. Then I'll run out to here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
And I'm going to use, is that 15 feet? Yeah, so I'm going to use my cone of damage on him, and that's going to be a dex of 17.
He does not make his save.
Okay, so I need to do 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 10.
Roll me an extra
12,
d6.
15. 16.
16 damage.
I only rolled a 1. 16 total damage, ice.
Nice. Good job.
And I'll just
Solid.
try and
Go.
chill him out.
Yep. So as
And then
you
the
as you blow
spirit
this
fingers are-
this frost, it gets close to his heat aura, and it just starts melting, right? But the water still splashes against him, and he lets out a roar as it does diminish him a little bit.
Yes.
I think it's working.
You're onto something.
It's working. And then that's all I can do my turn. So.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Next up is Akio.
All right. So I'm gonna run forward enough that I can see 5, 10, 15, 20, and I'm gonna see Ari taking on that guy. So I'm gonna reach in my bag, put on a glove, cast out Bigsby's hand, and I'm gonna control it.
A gauntlet.
Yeah.
A gauntlet with a bunch of stones in it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do
Reality is whatever
clinch
I'm-
fist.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna sock that thing right in the face. So it is. This dice. 8 plus 9. 17.
17 will hit.
Ooh, that was close. Okay. So that's gonna be 4d8. So that'll be 13 damage.
13 damage.
Not great, but it's not bad. And then I will use the rest of my movement, I guess, and just kind of get out of the way. And I'll go back to back with Brown.
Okay.
Alright. Well done. Here we go.
Next is
Hope you don't mind getting
Ari
burned
again.
alive.
Alright.
as basically Braum comes in and does his dragon breath. Akio runs around the corner. You're surprised that the two spellcasters are the first through the door, and he just full on like force punches this elemental back into the wall, exposing it for your next strike.
Who's next? I'm ready to die.
Concentration, just
I like,
so you know.
I like the
Focus fire!
Enthusiasm.
the fist action on this guy. Okay, I'm
that
going
considered
to
a
use
ally?
my bardic inspiration that you just gave me.
Okay.
Is that a D10
That's a DM question.
That is
or just
If it's mine, it's a
advantage?
D10, but otherwise
yep,
it's a
it's
D8.
a D10 there.
Okay.
Is the Bixby's hand considered an ally for sneak camp?
Well, he hasn't gone yet, so I still have advantage.
So that's
No,
advantage.
I'm just saying
Yes.
for like
Oh,
on
wait.
other turns, because
I
that
still,
counts
I
as.
still have advantage.
You
Never
still
mind.
have
I'm not going to
advantage.
use the
Bardic
bardic inspiration. Maybe. Maybe I still will. I still will.
That's bad.
Whoosh, barely better,
Because
but
if that's a
hopefully
friendly, if
not.
that's an ally for you, then you're gonna get your sneak damage. And
Well,
everything.
I think technically your cat counts as an ally, by the way.
Oh really?
I think your familiar does count as an ally.
So I need to
for
have my
purposes.
familiar like go run up to you
that
every
would
time.
actually be super.
Because it
helpful.
gets its own. Actually, I need to roll an initiative for it. I always forget.
I
that.
think your cat was dead the last time.
Oh,
I
you're
don't
right.
think-
You're right.
I don't
yeah,
think
You're
you're
right.
right.
So it's not on the board.
But regardless, because he hasn't
over here watching.
he hasn't attacked anybody
Yeah,
yet,
right.
I have advantage, and when I have advantage, I get to use sneak attack.
Right, but I'm thinking like next round or the round after.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Never mind. So 18 That's with the Bardic Inspiration.
18 will hit.
Okay.
Just barely.
Yeah. I had to use the. Oh
It
well.
says that it is an object.
Okay,
So,
so not an ally.
does not count as an ally.
Dang it.
That's Bigsby's hand.
Yeah.
Good question though.
So that's 10 plus 9,
Close.
19, 25.
Thanks for saving my spot. Yeah.
25
25
damage.
damage.
Kept it warm for you.
Pretty much.
Next attack is a 26.
That'll hit. Ari has been dealing a lot of damage to this first element.
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay.
Next attack is a critical fail. Oh wait, I
You
have advantage.
You see
Thank you.
the name of it?
23.
23 will hit.
Sour heads.
And then the
They all
final
sour
attack.
though.
Sorry, I'm
I
just
feel like they all
rolling.
are.
19.
That's not too
So
bad.
19 damage.
yes, no, sorry, 19 to hit. I'm gonna add the damage for. I just rolled like both attacks.
Roll the first attack first.
Okay.
Green apple.
So the first attack was
first-
the 23 to hit,
Yep.
and so that damage is 10.
Okay. Next attack.
Does he really have one?
He has
hit point?
1 hit point left.
11. That's damage.
It's like, and then Bigby's like,
Yeah, so Bigby blasts it back, and I should say Akio, it's not Bigby. And you come in and you just pummel, and it is just like staggering on its feet. It's got cracks all over it, and then you go, ting, and it just crumbles.
Yeah.
It's like the pressure point stuff, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah,
for an
exactly.
elemental.
Yeah.
Get
So go ahead and get rid of that one.
Skadoosh.
We can go ahead and get rid of that elemental.
Nice.
Which, by the way, Scott, this is one of my favorite Miguel Zavala elementals.
That's cool.
Yes, it is.
Let me see.
It looks exactly like the one in the book.
Oh, maybe it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Zavala one. I just love it. I think they're awesome. So
cool.
yeah. Next
Reminds me of
on our
Malphite.
massacre list is Tavish.
Yeah.
We have dealt damage to this guy and that guy. That guy in the back hasn't been touched.
I'm gonna just move up to, let's see, right there. So I'm not in the room, but I'm close, and I am gonna throw, use my bonus action.
You gotta do the Destiny's Child pose because we're posing back to back and you gotta complete it.
How long did it take for us to clear towers?
It took you guys a few hours.
Okay.
Yeah, you got a short rest, but not a long rest, right?
Short rest don't get back any spell slots, right?
Unless you have a
Except for warlocks.
like a racial
Unless
or class
you're-
feature.
There's some class features that do, not for rangers.
Yeah, if you're a wizard, you can use the
Arcane
recovery. Druid, you can use
I guess
natural
I'm
recovery.
the second level spell slot for
Did it?
Hunter's Mark.
I learned that when I was
I'm
becoming
at
a
first
warlock.
You're on the first levels?
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes more sense.
What is the
now.
second level
Two spell
doing
slots.
for that?
It doesn't say, but it tells me at 3rd and 4th that I can maintain concentration for the spell up to 8 hours. 24 or 5th one. But it doesn't say anything about 2nd. Wait, unless I need
Go
to
to
look
first
at
and see if
Yeah.
it, on higher level
No,
spells.
same
Okay.
thing.
That's interesting.
Go ahead and
So, Hunter's Mark on the other rock elemental.
alternatively, if you didn't want to spend a second level spell slot, you do have your Slayer's Prey.
I do. But, I won't. No, you're right. You're right. Player's Prey.
Because doesn't Slayer's Prey reset or when you
Yeah,
kill
I
it?
have 3 uses of it.
Okay.
Every short rest, or every long rest. Short rest.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Just a good suggestion.
No, Slayer's Prey is as a bonus action. Designate a creature.
Oh,
and this
okay,
lasts
yeah.
until I either designate another creature or
Desecrate another.
Desecrate.
Oh my gosh.
well, that's about what I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to shoot at
Shotgun mode, rifle mode.
rifle mode. I'm not very close. So. 28.
28.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Corey, was this your water?
No, that is yours.
Thank you.
Yeah.
18 damage to him.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be like 2 shots, rapid succession type of
Pow.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Okay. That'll hit.
And for 19 damage.
Wow. I love little math things when they happen. Both of those hits, they just worked out really perfectly for math. Like, I can't explain
Matt
it.
is so happy.
Well, okay, so each. You know how when you're subtracting, how you take a number from one side to give it to the other, like basic subtracting. Each time I did that, the number below it was double, or was half of the number above it. So it was basically like double. Yeah, it worked out really well.
It was beautiful symmetry.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's the joy that I get out of this game. I mean, other than playing.
And that's
Okay,
it.
so you deliver a couple quick blows. Are you using magic or anything?
I always use magic.
Okay.
I buy and fill it up every time I'm in town.
Okay.
Make my own.
Yep.
And so they just blast off chunks of this earth elemental, and he kind of grumbles and starts moving forward. But first, it's Thornock. Get him, Thornock! So essentially, you all did better than the elementals. So good job.
Alright,
First round.
Give me a bit of jerky, would you?
Thornock, you're the guy right here.
Yeah, actually, I can see which one I am.
Ah, nice. Cool. Better.
So I'm gonna attack. Is Mr. Purple down?
Oh, that's Bigsby's
That's
hand.
Bigsby's hand.
Oh, that's Bixby's hands. Okay. I can't tell it's a hand from the angle. Now I can tell it's a hand.
So you've got fire elemental here and rock elemental here.
Oh, I'll go after fire.
What's your move speed? 5, 10, 15, 20,
40.
30, 35, 40.
Ooh.
Barely.
Nice.
Bonus action to rage.
Okay.
Rajay. It's the French version.
Sounds like
It's a magical version. Because he's magic.
Go ahead and roll your first attack, please.
It is a total of 20.
20 will hit. Yep. And you will also be taking some damage as you swing in.
Uh-oh.
Glad I went for the stone element.
You take 7 fire damage.
Is that halved?
That's not half, so
3.
3. And then go ahead and roll your damage for the fire elemental.
So first hit is a total of 13.
Okay. Who hit this elemental besides? Was it just Braun?
Yeah, just Braun.
Braun, did you hit it twice?
Just the one, right?
Oh,
you
No,
just did
I only did the breath attack.
Why did I minus?
It took 13.
I did the breath attack to this
16.
one.
It took 16 damage.
16 damage
Okay,
minus.
yeah.
Yeah, because I rolled 15 plus 1.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead and roll the next attack.
Come over here. Over here.
That's it. They're right there. Here, I'll give you a crumb.
Bixby's hand did 13 damage to the one I was attacking.
Ah. That would probably be why I did it wrong.
It's a total of 20 again.
So I'm going to do...
Dirty 20!
Okay, that's going to hit. And you take another 3 fire damage, and that is halved. So in that case, the elemental would have been dead on your third
attack.
Yep. So would you like to move to the other elemental
Yeah.
and apply that damage?
And maybe do a
Yeah.
bonus attack to make.
Yeah, you would have done that damage. Unless you wanted to save the key point.
No.
Or did that already spent?
Let's get a head start.
Take some of those.
Yeah, there we go.
Total of 17 damage on that one.
Okay.
Don't eat too many on me. I don't know if I have enough.
Look, you got plenty of shiitake mushrooms in there.
No, I have like 8 bags of these. When Costco says you can only buy 6, I buy 6.
Wisps.
Did they really limit you?
Yeah. On some things they do.
Wow.
This one not in particular.
Yeah.
But sometimes they have.
Alrighty. So Thornock rushes past everybody and just starts swinging the axe through the fire. You can tell that he's starting to get singed a little bit. His hair is kind of doing that little like wicker flame lighting.
I'm scared of that guy. He'd kill me just attacking him 4 times.
And then it's the elemental's turn.
Someone cast like water on him.
So the fire elemental is going to go first. And it is going to rush through. And the way it's going to do is it's going to be just like a streak of fire rushing through Thornock, to Brom, to Akio, and then through Tavish and behind him. So, Thornock,
Oh, he's moving,
Akio,
or is he casting something?
he's moving.
Oh, okay.
So,
So he went through us essentially.
so all of you, basically,
Or
yeah, he's moving
we went
through you
through
all.
him.
So you are all going to take a specific amount of fire damage. 'Cause he's moving. It burns us.
Oh, I have defense against fire, so I think it's. I'm trying to remember, what does
So-
that mean for me?
This is not considered an attack. It's movement, correct?
Resistance.
Correct.
I'm resistant
Right,
to
okay.
fire.
So Thornock takes 2 fire damage. Brom takes 3 fire damage. Akio takes 1 fire damage.
Halved.
That's
So it's just one.
yeah, it's just 1. It's halved, and then yeah,
Get lower than 1.
and then
You're like, oh, that
Tavish
didn't hurt bad. Oh, that kind of hurt.
takes
Alright,
2
we'll
fire
do
damage.
4.
Now that's not the only thing though. You are all caught on fire.
We're immolated.
Oh.
Yep. So at the start of each of your turn, until you take an action to douse the fire, you will be taking 1d10 fire damage at the start of each of your turns.
Bardic stupidity question.
Bardic stupidity.
If I was to blow my ice breath on everyone
Disadvantage.
and
on
they
your
take
next roll.
damage from the ice breath, would it put the fire out?
Yes.
Okay.
But they would also take ice damage.
Yes. Sorry, guys. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
And then, so that's its movement, and then it comes up behind Tavish, and it just rakes its fiery claws through him.
Hold still, Tavish.
Twice. Too.
You're
The first one-
even attack you.
The first one is a
Jerk.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 fire damage. And there are more flames on you now, so you're going to take an additional 1d10 fire damage until you douse the flames. And then the second attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
I'd
I
like
mean,
to-
wearing leather armor.
I'd like
it's
to
not that
I'd like to use my
flammable.
mocking words
Nice.
to reduce the roll, the attack roll.
The attack roll, okay.
6. Yeah.
Does
no,
a-
hold on. 9. Dopey. There's a line under it.
Miss.
Minus 9 misses.
Could be 10.
Okay.
Yeah, miss.
So the first one hits, and then, Brom, what do you say?
I'll
to-
say, whew, did it get really chilly in here or something? It felt like a cold breeze walked by.
and it just like misses you completely. Okay.
Mock my flames.
And then the Earth Elemental
And then he goes full on like Hades.
is just going to turn to Ari and raise his fist up and go boom, boom, and try and slam down on you. So the first attack is only a 13 to hit.
Miss.
And the second attack is a 21 to hit.
Dang it. Barely.
Okay. So it is going to do 13 damage to you, bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then you are knocked prone.
Okay.
If anybody's watching at home and wondering why these elementals are doing different things than they normally would in 5th edition, I'm adding in new twists to make the game more fun.
4th edition stuff.
Sort of. I'm kind of eyeballing it. But I thought, because it's pretty boring just having things hit you and you hit things back all the time. Better.
Especially when it makes you pee me on.
Brom, your turn.
Right.
You take 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage, got it. Looking around at my compatriots, does anyone look particularly haggard with their flaminess?
Not really.
Good. Ari's on her back, prone, right?
Mhm. This thing basically shockwaved into the ground, and
I'm
for
gonna-
once, because it actually hit you and knocked you off your feet.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna say, "Oh no, you don't!" And I'm gonna rush towards it. I'm gonna stand here, and if I was to cone here, would I be able to avoid hitting him?
Yes, you can basically cone at the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna just keep
You
spraying
just have
him.
to 60 degree and just kind of like.
Can
Just like-
just some of like the snowflakes get on him? So it
Depends
doesn't
on how it
affect-
rolls.
Unless he wants to take damage, that's his prerogative. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He does
12.
not make the save. Did you roll an extra d6 for me?
No, that's 12 plus 4. That's 16.
You really like 16 with this.
Apparently.
Okay.
And I'll just. And then my.
Roll me a d20 really quick.
17.
Okay. Your fire is reduced by 1.
So only 1d10.
You only have 1.
Cool it off. Cool. And then I want to use.
I am now the kid from My Hero Academia. Half on fire, half ice.
There you go, yeah. What's his name? Yeah. He doesn't use his fire on side. And then I want to, for my bonus action, I will look to
one name that I remember, and it's not the right name for the character.
I know.
I'll look to Tavish and be like, well, this seems like the first time that someone's actually hit you, so this ought to be fun. You're doing great.
And I go, thanks, but you obviously haven't been paying attention.
You're doing great. And then that'll be my bardic inspiration. Okay.
So that's a d6.
D10
on any roll that's not damage. Any
Cool.
d20 roll. Right? Just d20 rolls.
Yeah,
I guess
including putting out
Is
fire.
it a bonus action to put the fire out?
it is an action that it requires.
So
the
this
fire.
that will assist in that roll in case something goes out.
Got it.
Alright, Akio, it is
Alright.
your turn.
I'm gonna see this flame elemental, and I'm gonna turn around and throw Luke's freezing spear at it.
Okay.
It needs to make a Constitution of 17.
It does not make it save.
Okay, it's gonna take.
You don't want to put that on the board. And roll me an extra. Actually, tell me the damage first, and then I'll tell you how much extra d6 to roll.
35.
Roll 3d6, please.
45, 47.
Okay, so you bring your hands up and you bring it into like this frozen sphere and you push it forward and it slams into the elemental and just melts, and you can see the ice melt and kind of break apart, and it's just steam everywhere in this hallway, and when the steam clears there's no more elemental.
Yes!
Nice.
Killed it.
Then, for my
Nice.
bonus action, I'm gonna have Bigsby's hand just go flying into the elemental and punch him.
Okay. It's not like this, it's just
Yeah, no, well, there's definitely the anime like dirt behind it going like Diglets through the ground.
Yeah.
And that'll,
It's got like those little things,
That'll
the
be
lines coming
28
off, like
to
making
hit.
a
That'll
tent.
hit.
It's Diglet's hand.
Digby's hand.
Diglet's crushing fist.
Diglet's punching hand.
12. It's gonna be 16 damage.
Some of the most fun things that I printed are the spell effects.
Yeah. And again, it slams, like this thing looks like it was gonna bring another fist down, and then Bigsby's fist grabs it and pushes it away, and then just goes.
Quit hitting yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's better. Sure, why not? Alright.
Okay. I do one of those to
Okay.
stand up.
Capoeira.
Break dance.
That's right. And then
Whipping with your ponytail.
attack. And we have decided Bigsby's hand does not count as an ally.
No,
correct?
it is an
Right?
object.
Okay.
Does it still have hit points?
So
It does.
Yeah,
It has my hit points.
Does it count as like a creature?
No,
No,
it's an object.
object.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just
So,
wondering, like,
26 to
yeah,
hit.
anything
And it
like
says
that.
it doesn't fill the space. So I
26
guess you
to
can
hit.
move through it.
Yeah, okay, I guess it makes sense. Made out of magic.
Yeah.
Unless you do like the force
17.
hand.
You did then it interposes, yeah.
17 damage. Okay.
And then
Nice.
attack
Just
is
right
23
inside
23 hits.
for 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm not going to spend a key point. I'm just going to do a single unarmed strike here as a bonus action. 27 to hit, or yeah, 27 to hit
That'll hit.
for 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Nice.
So you see this fighting fist save you from a blow, and you start working in tandem. As it goes in and the elemental has to like block it, you come in and just deliver a quick punch, and then the fist comes down this way and it has to like slam like this, and then you deliver a swift kick, and it's looking really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
We look like the Avengers.
I want to dab the fist as a
Fist bump.
bonus action.
Nice work.
Fist bumps are free action.
It's fucking master hand, Scott.
Yeah.
Then it is Tavish's turn.
I'm going to reach into one of my pockets.
Oh, first of all, sorry.
do your fire damage.
You
Oh,
take
I didn't
one
take
fire
fire
damage.
damage on my turn.
You take 10 fire damage. Halved is 5. So.
And I'm going to grab the bomb that I
Do you have
have
resistance
and
to
light
fire?
it with the fire on my
My
shoulder and hurl it at
No, my staff.
hurl it at the staff.
Okay.
My cloak is resistant to spell
So,
attacks.
it has to do a DC 12 dexterity saving
Advantage,
throw,
okay.
or it takes 3d6 fire damage.
It does not make it safe.
So 3d6. Can I borrow only a d6?
Sure. Go for it.
Ooh, a 5 and a 5 and 6. 16.
16. Okay.
Throw like a baseball and just chink.
Oh, it definitely does the whole like catch it, not realizing what it is, and it explodes in his face and takes off part of his hair. And this thing is looking very haggard at this point. Which means then it's Thornock's turn.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do with bonus actions.
Thornock, you take 1 fire damage, and then probably just charge the last elemental.
Yeah.
Okay. The torch on the tower. The
Gondor.
beacons are lit.
Gondor.
Where was Gondor?
How many times, like, did that happen on accident? Someone, like, tripped and their torch fell off.
Oh no. And like 2 months later, an army of Rohirrim shows up, and they're like, "Nah, sorry, false alarm."
Just kidding, sorry.
Look, 2 or 3 more times of this, and we're gonna get pretty pissed off.
We
Total
rode
of
7,000
26 to hit.
miles.
26 to hit.
Yeah.
The
You know how many
26 will
horses
hit.
died on this trip?
What's your 2 hit or your plus damage bonus?
+7.
Okay, yeah, you take care of it.
Cool.
And Thornock just comes in and delivers just this blow that cracks and shatters. It's that like headbutt shatter.
Falcon punch.
Okay, and the room is clear. You guys can go ahead and take a moment to. Ron, I didn't give you fire damage, did I?
No, I need fire damage. Give me fire damage.
You take 6 fire damage.
Okay. I will use.
I'm going to stop,
Is there
drop,
a
and
way?
roll.
Is there a way that I can controlled assist people put out their flames by like really nicely, like to
Light
soothe
frost
the,
breath.
without like damaging people?
Shouldn't be too hard to put out the flames now that you guys aren't in any serious combat.
Put out fire then.
Just
dropping.
shoot it up into the air and
Yeah.
maybe some snow will fall.
Just like cool everyone off.
Yeah.
It's like a sunburn putting on like some
And
ice
it
packs.
does look like a kind of like a snowy room in here now. So that's also pretty.
Alright. I walk up to my Bigsby's hand and fist bump.
How's everyone
And
feeling?
that's how you dismiss it. You both go,
Oh.
boom, and it just like
La la la.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
So sort of an important thing that I forgot to mention in the teleporter room. There were 3 dead bodies in there. 3 cultist bodies.
Here?
Oh,
Yep.
cultists.
No, in the teleportation room that you were in.
Back-
There's a
back
blood
down.
trail leading.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Where we started.
I know the bodies.
So,
like a person crawling blood trail,
Yeah.
or someone dragging.
There was nothing in the bodies. There was a person crawling. There was nothing in the body or on the bodies.
In the bodies.
And, in the bodies, and you can tell that they were killed by some form of. 2 of them were killed by some form of magic and stab wounds, like some combination thereof. And the 3rd one appeared to have a lot of burns and crushed bones.
oh man.
Little
Hey,
hint,
did-
maybe that was something was coming.
Did the burned and crushed bones guy look like his name was Iskander?
No, none of them look like the guy in the window. Though, to be honest, I mean,
We were far enough away.
yeah, must mean. Okay.
Phones got flipped on
So
that.
there are.
Some of the magnets aren't rotating or something.
There's a set of stairs leading down into kind of this blackness,
That's right.
and there's a branch off room immediately from that doorway as well before those stairs. So you can go to either.
The stairs are. These are not the stairs.
These are the stairs, and this is the little
And they're going
branch.
down
This is
and
where
there's a
the
branch
camp
over.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which way would you like to go?
Take the
Good
branch
branch
off
off room, yeah.
Branch off room.
There's no doors, right? It's just corridors.
Invisible already.
Yes. It just looks like a
It
corridor.
makes like a special sound when your rings on.
Just goes. It just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does a little.
Like the
The Hobbit cartoon.
No, the noise from World of Warcraft when the rogue enters.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Or when you see them when they're stealth.
I was gonna say Alien versus Predator.
Actually, sorry. You guys probably should look around the room
Yeah.
first.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Always.
So,
Search.
investigate or perception?
Perception.
I'll do a perception check.
Yeah, I'm worthless.
18.
So you start searching around the room. Other than kind of this open area, there are a few like tables and chairs that have been broken and shattered, and there's a bunch of like papers and stuff on them. You do find that there is a locked wooden chest about the size of a shoebox among the
Sweet.
clutter.
Is there any writing on these papers?
The last time there was a
Just kind of like
shoebox.
general notes.
So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna touch it, but I'm clear clutter around it.
Okay.
And
Is it
and
trapped?
I'll let everyone
Check
know
it for
that
traps.
there's something here.
Yeah. Why don't we?
Gather
I go-
round, class. Gather round.
Can I check it for traps?
Sure.
That's just perception. Right? That's not like sleight of hand.
I think it could be that or investigate.
It's either. But
Um,
so
you can also
investigate.
be- you can also be
Investigate is
sleight
kind
of
of like a deep like examination of the object. Sleight of hand would be like opening the object, but we'd probably use your thieves' tools for that more.
Yeah, I mean, I only got a 13. I'm like, I don't see anything.
There doesn't appear to be any traps on the outside. It is locked though,
Okay.
Can I attempt to pick the lock?
if you would like to. So you're going to use your thieves' tools proficiency.
I think I
bonus.
have these.
Do you have that as a proficiency? Or do you have
I
thieves'
have
tools?
Tinker's tools.
I do. I can check it.
Ari has thieves' tools if you want.
Worst
to
case
use
scenario, I can unlock it.
Yeah, because you have the lock thing.
Knock.
Knock. I could lock it back up after.
And then, so that's just.
Let's just put
remind me. I
So
always struggle with
it is
lock
plus
picking.
your dexterity and plus your proficiency
Okay,
bonus.
got it.
Because you
So
are
that's
proficient
plus 11.
proficient in thieves' tools.
So 20.
20?
Dirty 20.
Okay. So you unlock it and you realize that if you would have gone like an inch further, you would have triggered a warding trap, and you lift it up. Inside, you see 3 scrolls. 2 are scrolls of protection against fire elementals,
Oh, that
and
would've been
1
nice.
is a scroll of protection against earth elementals.
Well,
Well, grab them.
Well,
didn't work for those guys.
I'll snag one of
So
the fire ones if
you can
Yeah,
claim these
that's
scrolls
cool. I
and
need
use them
fire.
to safely past elementals. Basically, they can't hurt
Oh,
you. They can't affect you with it. And if you bunch up together, and you can keep everyone inside the 5-foot radius of the caster.
And I
basically.
assume it's
That'll-
consumed by the caster.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
scroll is
So
consumed.
it's not like an item you hold and walk with.
Somebody, one of our arcane brethren, take them.
I don't. You want 'em?
I'll take
You take
if there's 2. You said there's 2 of the.
I'll snag one
You
of the
take the fire one. You take another
I'll
fire
take the
one.
fire one. Yeah.
I guess I'll take the
Earth one.
the
Okay.
earth one. Yeah.
All right, so you each, gather up one of the scrolls, and you continue on. And you said you were going to the path on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the scroll?
By your powers.
Protection against earth elementals.
Yeah. So it's just it might not even be in there. It's
I'll
kind
just
of a
I'll
weird
just
specific spell.
scroll
And then protection against fire.
from
All right, so the next, you guys kind of head down this next hallway, and you see a large room. It's obvious at a glance that this area was once a wizard's workroom. Work tables are covered with notes, alchemical flasks, beakers, braziers, and other arcane apparati. More startling is the whirlwind occupying the center of the room. 10 feet across and stretching from floor to ceiling, it swirls endlessly, revealing a number of sparkling gems within.
Ooh.
Dispel it.
Just
Dispel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go back visible, and if we're all in there together, I'm like. I mean, last time I went for something shiny, it didn't go so well.
Try it. Let's see what
I
happens.
know if I can
Let me try and
resist.
dispel this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go cast dispel at the 4th level.
okay.
Which I'm trying to remember how it works. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. So I guess that's 14.
I will queue up my mage hand after
For
to
each
see.
spell of 4th level or higher on the target, then the spell level is DC 10 plus.
Okay.
So.
Whirlwind.
All right. Well, the whirlwind does not make its save against your dispel magic. It disappears, and all 10 gems fall to the floor and shatter.
Oh!
At this point, there is a swirl of elements as more elementals rise from the ruins of these
That was a bad
shattered
idea.
stones.
Can I make a sleight of hand check and try and grab one?
No, unfortunately not. We are going to go ahead and begin combat again. After they've already
Lands in it.
There's probably a reason they were in the whirlwind.
So I need a 7-tile by 3-tile room,
Dang.
please.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's okay.
It was mainly
think it
your
was a good
money
idea.
lust and my love of dispelling things.
We've messed with it so often, like touching those things that we get burnt. So now we're like
No.
Let's
Maybe I
do
should have.
more cautious than we should
Now I
have.
wonder what would have happened if I just would have grabbed one.
You would have had your arm ripped off in the
It would have
whirlwind.
turned into an
How's that?
elemental, or if
Yep,
it just
that's a straight down the hallway.
shiny stone.
I'll go ahead and spoil that for you right now. It would have disrupted everything and launched one of the stones out. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well,
Even
then
if
it
I
would have
used
only
a-
been
that would
one,
have
not
been
all of
shattered.
them.
Even if I
Yeah.
use mage hand to grab one. Same thing.
Basically, any sort of
Imbalance.
adjustment to the whirlwind would have.
Eat your cat.
Bonus.
All right. So are you guys? You guys are in
at
the
least
room
we won't
at this
have
point, I
bludgeoning
would
damage
assume,
from
rather
getting
than.
buffeted by the wind. So
And so we're going to do
Sorry, friends.
that camera's
air
turned
elemental
this way.
here.
Oh.
An air elemental here.
Perfect.
Somebody find the scroll of resistance to air elementals in this room before we kill him this time.
Water elemental here. We'll put a water elemental back at the back of the room.
How many?
I used some big spells in the last room, and I should have saved it.
How many minutes would it have been between?
You guys probably have only spent about 10 minutes traveling between things.
Okay, never mind. This one's only up to 1 minute. Never mind.
Fire elemental, we'll put one here, and we'll put one here, and then
What have we
the
done?
stone elementals. We'll just say that one of the stone elementals landed over here,
Oh my gosh.
and one landed.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys.
Quick, just pull the scroll out.
wanted to dispel it.
Come on! Scroll!
Oh, okay.
Read the scroll! Read the scroll!
It's time for.
We should have
combat.
just tried to grab one first, and then been like, oh, this is a bad idea. No.
Read the scroll!
So everybody's gonna go ahead and room in. And
Look at all these big bags of XP. Let's do this.
Oh, and of course, I roll a terrible
Same.
start.
We're all just.
We're just gonna get.
Scott, you know what we should have made? Heart elementals. We're missing heart elementals.
Yes, by your powers combined.
Ari?
23.
I actually have a figure
Wrong.
that is like
I'm sorry.
massive
16
beating
plus
heart
5.
in
That's
like
21.
magic tendril sitting off the ground.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Thornock.
it's not a heart shape. It's a real heart, like a thing with valves and stuff.
Atomical heart.
Like a meat golem.
Thornock, what'd you get?
This attack is blood spray.
I rolled a 12 again.
12.
It's like
Akio.
a hemoplague.
Oh, 7.
That'll be cool. A
And
hemoplague attack.
7.
It just sprays
And
like
then you have the higher dex, I'm
necrotic.
assuming, so you're gonna go first. I have a plus
What did
2.
you get?
Yeah.
21.
Oh, good. What did Thornock get? What was Thornock?
12.
Yeah, we're gonna get pummeled.
Hold on. Don't give up hope. I have an idea.
We have scrolls.
I've got charges
Just don't get in the way.
on my staff if I need to use them, and I probably will.
Listen.
Focus fire for real.
Well, this is what I will say as I run towards the first thing I attack. Like, stick together and use those scrolls, because I mean that cuts in half. Like if we don't take damage from the fire and the stone elementals, then we only have.
Remember that you all have to be bunched up within
Right,
a 5
within
foot
5 feet,
square.
right?
Yep, to be able to
So
use
if
one
we
of the
can just
scrolls.
go
So as long
back
as we
to back to back to back,
as long
and
as we stay close, yeah.
And it's an action to use those scrolls.
Yes.
the full. Oh my gosh.
Still, that
That means we're gonna get a half. Use the scrolls, and then the next time we're gonna get half damage, and then the next time we can do our attacks.
No, I think we're
Ari, you are first.
The scrolls take
completely
a full
resistant.
action.
Right, but it makes us resistant to that elemental type.
Yeah, resistant, but we'll take
Is
half
it
damage.
resistant or is it immune?
It's resistant, I think.
Do you know what I mean? Like if
the
we
scroll of protection would make you basically they could not attack you at all.
Oh, at all.
Yeah, so that-
Oh, okay. So huddle up.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
We'll just stay back. Work our way through it.
Okay, so I guess I'll run to the very corner.
Like the middle wind one that replaced the whirlwind with just another whirlwind, right?
Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite.
This reminds me of
And-
Hercules with
Doesn't-
the Titans.
So to get
Attack,
elementals
water
here,
elemental.
does that require planar binding?
look at
Oops,
this
that way.
Can you? So when you summon an elemental, you have to do planar binding, don't you, to like keep them there? Can you dispel a planar binding to make them all go disappear?
I believe the elemental gems work differently.
Oh,
than that.
dang it. Okay.
It's,
I believe they
mind.
specifically
it's not like a
just summon the
summoning.
elemental.
It's like
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Okay, so first attack with advantage. 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
For
Rip.
math. 20 damage.
Okay. That was with a crit, right?
No crit, because this isn't a surprise attack, right?
No, this isn't a surprise.
So I had
Yeah.
advantage because he hasn't gone yet.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it was with sneak attack damage, but not a crit.
Got it.
So 20. Next attack is a 30 to hit
Okay.
for
Brom, you're on deck.
15 damage.
15 damage. Okay.
Second attack is a 25 to hit,
That'll hit.
and it does 11 damage.
Okay.
And then final attack, spend a key point, is a 28 to hit for 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. So you come in and you start just taking your magic fist through the water, hopefully clearing some of it away.
It's like the slap the water until you get strong in kung fu, right?
Yeah.
He's just like
Again, the monastery training is coming back.
That's right.
Brom,
Put
it's your
hand in the
turn.
Faucet and
It's
every
all
time it drips.
Thornock,
coming
you are
back
on
to
deck.
me now. All right. I am going to pull out the scroll.
Okay.
I'm going to use my movement to squeeze between these guys. 5,
what is it to activate the scroll?
10.
It's action. bonus
It is
action.
an action.
There you go.
I will get close to Ari, and then I will activate the scroll of fire, whatever.
So it specifically says in the book that you have to squeeze into a single 5-foot square.
5 foot.
Oh.
So
then
you
I
have
will
to.
be-
You could probably get one person.
Okay,
With you?
I thought it was like
Adjacent.
5 foot
5
in
feet
each
around
direction.
you.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
a
Okay.
single 5-foot. Let me clarify that in this.
So
one.
what
Sure.
if? Question: what if I sat? What if I got on Thornock's shoulders and then had 2 people huddle up to him? Could we, in theory, get 4?
In theory, yes.
Thornock, can I climb on your back? I will use pretty much all of my movement.
Huddle up. Oh gosh, in that case, well.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right, I hop on Thornock's back.
So it says the effect has a 5-foot radius.
Radius
So
to
wouldn't
me
that
sounds
mean-
5 feet in each direction.
Radii.
Right? Because a radius is half of your distance across a circle or whatever, so 5 feet that way, 5 feet that way.
Okay.
Right? That's how I would read that.
Yeah.
And then
It'd be the
5
same
foot
as
out,
like 5 foot reach, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if we could all fit inside a 5 foot. We'd all have to just do a big group
I mean,
hug, I suppose.
all of us could fit inside a 5
That's
foot.
probably
Yeah.
true.
Like as actual people.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah, I'm
squishy.
gonna rule it as 5 feet in every direction.
So like it's
so,
okay.
yep,
It's just
so
like
you can
reach
go ahead.
down.
Okay, because this table's 4 feet.
Okay, then I will stand there.
Yeah, we can all fit
So-
with it.
5 feet.
Thornock is massive.
Yeah.
I'll,
Yeah.
He has really big shoulders.
okay, well I'll pull
But
out.
we're skinny elves.
That's true.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
He's just a normal size human.
So you have one of the
6
earth.
foot
This was the fire.
You have one of the
element.
fire. Okay.
So I'll read
wizard,
whatever
so
it's
you're
off.
Yeah, it's
It's
like how frail and like the typical
So
nerd.
yeah, so you open up this scroll, you read off the words kind of flicker in flames, and then
Okay.
you, Ari, and Thornock now have protection from fire for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my Hexblade's Curse, and I'm going to look over at Ye Old Whirlwind. Well, no, I'll do it for this guy, the
Okay.
water dude. I'm going to curse him.
see you.
So I'll hold on to my thing as it disappears, and then I'll grab onto the thing, and my eyes will like do that weird milky black. You'll be cursed.
Creepy warlock stuff.
Yeah.
Is that transferable a la Hunter's Mark or no?
Once a day. Well, once per short rest.
This M&M is weird.
I hope that water elemental doesn't die.
It's like
before
a
it
Russian
turns
nesting
so
doll.
you get
It's
knocked out.
maybe I should
If
never
it dies, though,
sideways.
I get
That'd be fantastic.
To heal.
6 hit points.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
Just more
I
chocolate.
figure I
Damn
feel
it.
like a
Thornock,
contingency.
it is your turn, and then it is enemies after that.
Oh boy. Time for us
Huh?
to get hurt.
You moving forward?
Punch the water.
It's kind of hard to see because the items are big. We can go from the side if you want to flip it to the other. I'll give you some.
No, you're good. Switching it to be the big one was good.
There you go. Give it a couple seconds.
Where are you going? Stone, water, air, fire, air.
Why
Good
are there like 8?
Oh, I made a mistake. Don't worry about it.
Where have you been?
Mistakes were made.
In divine desperation, I'm gonna grab the rest of the bag of magic beans and I'm gonna throw it into
whole
the
bag?
water, into the air elemental
Throws them out.
to spread across the room.
Oh my god.
I love it.
We're all gonna die.
How many beans do you have left?
Wasn't it a
Hold on.
bag of 10 and he only used one and it made a blue fire? I think he has 9 more left.
It's just gonna be like a bunch of like sheep.
Someone take like nitrous and just.
A beer fountain. I think that's one of them.
So that's gonna be your action, just to let you know.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I'll be like, look
This
at
is
the
why
rock
we
and I'm
love
like,
D&D. No.
So
oh, better yet,
if you
Brom more
dump the
people are
bag's
like,
contents under the ground, they explode in a 10-foot radius extending from the beans. Each creature in the area must make a DC 15 Dex saving throw, taking 5d4 fire damage.
Sounds like a
do you need some dice? I'll lend you some for your
So
rolls.
yeah, so thankfully you have to plant the beans
And then-
in order for them to do an effect.
That's good.
Otherwise they just
just
do
explodes.
damage.
Okay, so that is going to hit probably those elementals in the center. It's going to explode. The fire elementals are not going to take any damage from it because
explodey.
fire.
They're like, ooh, it feels good.
But the
Haven't you ever
rest
heard
of them,
fight fire with fire though?
Yeah.
turns out that doesn't really work.
Hey,
Just makes
tell,
the fire bigger.
tell that to
Saving
firefighters
throws.
putting out fires.
They fight it with water.
But they also create other fires to.
And send it at it.
Go.
So the water elemental does not make it save.
The one in the front?
Yeah, the one in the front. The rest of them do make their save, so they're only going to take half damage. So please roll the damage there.
Okay, so 5d4. Let me roll.
So that's not that bad. Yeah,
Do you
that's
do
not
5d4 for each
I
for
forgot
each
that it
bean,
was
or
just
are you
that-
just gonna do one roll for all of them?
No, it's 5d4 because he dumps the bag out and it deals 5d4.
Okay,
Yep. So it's not per bean.
it's not per bean. Got it. I was gonna say that's a lot of damage.
So it's like a miniature fireball. Pretty much.
Ninja fire beam.
Yep.
Thornock, you're magic.
You want it? You want it? You wave? Wave?
As that as the explosions are going off, I yell, "Get up here, big guy! I could really use your help."
Do we? Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
So total of 17. And then fire ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn
Yeah.
or
So
carried.
a lot of the lab just went up in flames as these alchemical devices and accoutrements just start burning along their individual tables.
Akio's going crazy in his head about that. He's like, save the research! This could have been valuable.
Okay. And then you still have a movement.
Do I also have a bonus action?
Yes.
Yeah, bonus action surge.
Nice.
I have to make sure I didn't use it. Hold on. Yeah, bonus action surge. I am going to use my lightning.
What? What was that?
Javelin of lightning.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use my javelin of lightning, and I'm going to throw it at the. Can I throw it between the water elemental on the right and the? I don't know. I guess I only can pick one.
Yeah, you won't be able to like angle it or bounce it or anything. You can. How long does the line go for?
Forming a 5 foot wide that extends out from you to a target within 120 feet.
So you can throw it at the
Each
water
creature,
elemental at the
including
back
you,
of the
must-
room.
Yeah, okay. I want to try to hit as many as I can.
You can hit a total of 2.
So if I throw it,
Well, actually,
I'm gonna hit.
Let's move first.
yeah,
Well,
if you move first,
you can hit
you
4.
can hit 4.
Okay, I want to move first
Here.
so I can hit 4.
Okay.
He probably would run right next to it, wouldn't he?
No, because it'll have disadvantage on the throwing.
So
Because it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a
Or
ranged.
opportunity attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens?
so I need to make a ranged attack, but it looks like each creature in the lane, excluding myself, must make a DC 13 Dexterity saving throw
Okay.
and take 4d6 lightning damage on a failed save.
Is it half as much on a successful one or just on
Yeah.
a fail save?
Half as much on a success.
Okay, so the first one is going to
His activation work. Percy Jackpot.
roll a 14, so he'll save.
The
The lightning one, or the air elemental will fail. The fire elemental will fail. And the other earth elemental just barely makes his save. So both earth ones make their save. And you'll notice as you hit the air elemental, it does not seem as affected by the lightning. But you can go ahead and make your ranged attack against the last in the line, the stone elemental in the last.
So that's a 20. Oh, I'm sorry, 25. It's a plus 10 to hit.
Yeah, 25 will hit. So go ahead and roll me damage for the lightning first.
Okay.
As Thornock throws the javelin and does his command word.
So it's 18 total damage.
Okay, give me just a moment. You can go ahead and roll the damage for the javelin on the earth elemental.
Well, on a hit, that target will take the javelin plus another 4d6 lightning damage.
Okay, so you'll go ahead and roll all of that together while I'm calculating these up. So the stone takes, you said it was 18, so cut in half. That's a 9.
Somewhere in the distance, Pantera is playing. This is raging.
He is not
He's
raging.
not raging.
Oh.
It's his bonus action to action surge.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
All of the elementals attack Thornock.
Get him, boys!
He's not raging! Get him!
Okay,
27 damage for that last elemental.
okay, hang on just a second. Keep that number in your head. Okay, and then you said 27 damage for the one in the back.
Yeah.
You guys hear that? That XP. It's ching, 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 ching,
I hear
ching,
the
Okay,
sound of
so
my
Thornock
death.
says his command word, and you all hear this big cracoom as this bolt of lightning flies through 4 elementals at once, hits the one in the back, and then the javelin appears back in his hand. I think you have an extra attack, or is that lightning a separate action?
No, I have an extra attack.
Okay, and you have your lightning javelin in your hand again.
Oh, then I'm going to do the same thing.
Ron,
I think you can only do the lightning
that
thing
once-
once per
once a
day.
day.
I'm gonna look that up here.
Rom
Is
obviously
it
squeals
lightning
when that
javelin or javelin of lightning? Javelin of lightning.
Javelin of lightning. The javelin's property can't be used until the next dawn,
happens. How loud is
but it
it?
still counts as a
Unflat
magical
loud.
weapon.
We're
Yeah,
in a
so
small
you'll just be able to
room.
use it as a
We're all
magical
deafened.
normal javelin.
Oh, yeah,
So we're all going to be yelling
I'll
for the
just-
next 10 minutes.
Can I move up again and then attack the water?
It's the earth.
He was no. He's saying he wants to move.
I
up
know,
here.
but he moved over to get to
Right,
throw it.
but
That's
so
an
he
issue.
went
Okay.
5,
Yeah,
10,
the-
15,
just the
20,
earth
20,
elemental.
25, 30, 35. What's your move?
40.
40.
Yeah,
40.
He could
Oh,
just
so
sit
you can
there.
actually go back, yeah.
He's all over the place.
No, I'll just move up and hit the earth elemental
Well, you could.
that I was in front of.
Okay, you could make it to the water elemental barely if you wanted.
I'll just move up to the earth elemental.
Okay, I'll say that you are stuck wielding your javelin this turn, just because usually we
That's
don't
fine.
do weapon switches, but it kind of seems pertinent here. So go ahead and make your attack.
He just has both now. Just throw it in.
Dual wielding.
26.
26 will hit.
Half out, half in. He's weird.
Yes, he is.
Weird dog.
For 9 damage.
9 damage to
rings. You see those? Some guy was like, "Oh, this is my straw. Save the turtles." He opens it up and it goes, just breaks the glass. It's like a 6-foot staff.
Okay, that is Thornock's turn. Now, the water elementals are going to go next, and the one next to Ari is going to surge around Ari into her space, and it is going to do a...
Like into her space, you said, or not into her?
It's into her space, yes. So I need you to make a DC 15 strength saving throw, please.
Okay.
10. So on a failure, you're going to take some damage here. That's 16 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled. Until the grapple ends, you are restrained and unable to breathe unless you can breathe water.
Didn't you have some underwater breathing thing? Because you swam.
And then at the
when
start of
we
your
went through
turn,
that
you're going
tunnel
to
to
take
get
extra
to the-
damage.
I mean,
Or is that
I
just
have
that was
like
just-
a high constitution and a high move speed, but
And then,
I have a water
in
breathing
addition to
spell.
you breaking the grapple,
it's prepared,
a
though.
creature within 5 feet of the elemental can pull a creature or object out of it by taking an action to make a DC 14 strength saving throw, or strength check and succeeding.
so
So
Ron,
basically,
for example, is
yep.
very
So this thing just
tragic.
surges around
I
you
don't know
and
if
just
you want
starts
me to make a
battering
strength
you,
check.
and you start struggling
I have a
to breathe.
+0 to
Gee,
strength.
do you have enough spells there?
Well, it carries each one down, so like
Yeah.
by the time I get to 7, it's like,
And then the water elemental in the back is going to move up 30 feet up until it can't move past its allies anymore. Like it actually has to it and the fire elemental are like really trying to like get around each other.
Now it's a sauna in here.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah, it is starting to steam. It's getting a little steamy, but it's not a Romeo and Juliet romance.
I'll have to throw on my mantis lens to be able to see through the fog.
Then the fire elementals go, and Akio, you're on deck after this. So the fire elemental on the left, which I'm calling chained, is going to rush between the two earth or wind elementals and through behind Akio.
does that make him flame up as he goes by him?
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
just a little bit more. Yeah.
The two of them combine and
Flickers.
create a
So
Firestorm
Akio,
elemental.
you're gonna catch fire and take 2 fire damage, 1 fire damage. After the having. And then
I'm
as
okay.
it and then it's gonna try and hit you with 2 attacks.
Am I within 5 feet of you?
Nope.
Yeah.
You're currently
Oh, one outside.
you're 10 feet.
The
away.
first
have to
attack is
stack
going to be
number.
a 12
Stack
to
number.
hit. 12.
No, that won't hit.
And the second one is lower, so it surges past you, but it can't quite like grab onto you or anything.
I just duck and I'm like, oh my god, please, please, please.
put your cloak
Are
on.
those
The hood on.
scrolls that we use? Those are not considered concentration spells, are they?
No,
Okay.
scrolls are
It's
not
a consumable
Okay.
usually.
I don't think they're concentration.
I asked that because I want to cast concentration spell, but I don't
I'll
want to
check.
write concentration.
Just to be sure. And then the other fire elemental is going to surge around, but it can't quite get to anybody except for, well,
They can fly, can't they? So technically, it can go over the top of them. I think
Don't help him.
fire and I'm trying to make up for saying
It cannot
earlier.
fly. It can just move
Okay.
50 feet.
Gotcha.
So it's going to just move around the water elemental, and
It's not like flame on.
yeah, and
Oh,
it can't
surrounded by
hit.
flame.
No one will actually be able to get up to Akio,
This is like a nightmare I had once,
and it's going to try and make 2 attacks.
but in the nightmare I was in hell.
The
This
first
is pretty
witch-
close.
The first one, which is a 13 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay, and the second one is a 14 to hit.
It'll miss. I'm just sitting with my hood on. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Perfect.
Go away!
And then
Go away! Go away!
Akio, it is your turn.
If I can't see
Tripping
him,
balls.
he can't see me.
Okay.
Tripping fireballs.
Yeah, I'm gonna just panic and be like, I've never used this before. I'm gonna cast Prismatic Spray. It's gonna shoot off 8 multicolored rays that will be some damage that is determined by dice.
Okay, so what is the
Dexterity
range?
of 17. The range is 60 feet, so anything
It's a
within
cone?
60 feet of me, I'm just gonna shoot it. No, it's a. Oh, it is a cone. You're right.
It's a cone?
So I'll go.
So 45-degree cone.
Yeah, so I can probably get beat 1, 2, 3.
If you step, you're not in range of this guy. You could probably skirt on
Well, if
Oh, I
I
need
go,
to give you some fire damage
if I
first.
go this way, I can get
those 3.
You take 1 fire damage again.
this 4,
Nice.
right?
How
Yeah, I
many-
can get
Yeah,
this 4.
but you have
20
60 feet, so.
Wait, 60 feet?
Yeah,
Holy
so I can actually get out everybody
Except
Yeah.
the one behind you.
except the one behind me. So I'm gonna just get everybody. So how many are there? 1, 2.
Well, I don't think you'll be able to hit all of them with a 45 because you're thinking of a 90. A 45 is like this,
So
So it's
let me
actually
just go
half of a
straight on.
90. So.
Let me just go straight on then, and I'll just get.
I'm sure
This
you've
guy-
heard these words before. Go
So, you,
beyond.
so you're right here. If you shoot straight ahead,
Yeah.
you'll be able to get that guy, and then those.
Okay,
three.
so
We're going
No, no,
straight
no,
up
hit
all
it
night.
This way,
Do
and
it.
go those ones.
yeah, I'll turn a little bit this way and get 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5.
So
Right?
I don't
Yeah.
think you can hit that one. No, you
it's a
don't.
cone, so it continues outward.
Yeah.
But it's only 45 degrees. It's not a 90.
45 degrees.
It's a small cone.
United States of Smash.
Okay, so I'll get these 4.
Okay. So those 4.
And so each one will take 2 rays essentially.
Okay. So we will go ahead and do
DC
that.
17
Was
dex.
it duck? Oh, I was like, what the crap?
Stop it.
I was like, I haven't heard him make that noise before.
Water elemental fails. The fire elemental. What did you say the DC was?
17.
Fails. The wind elemental succeeds, and the other water elemental also succeeds.
Okay.
So
They take half damage.
they're going to take half damage. Okay, so go ahead and roll me the damage first
Okay,
before we
so-
get to the effects. Actually, you do need to do the effects.
Yeah,
don't
because
you?
it's gonna.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead and roll the effects
So we'll just
for
do.
the.
I'll do 2 for the fire guy first, and
Yep.
we'll just do. Okay, so the first one's gonna be yellow, which is lightning damage.
Okay,
So
for fire.
10d6 lightning damage for fire. So we've got 5, 6, 10, 15, 18.
No kidding.
Here.
Well,
Some?
I got
So
100.
30.
30 lightning
lightning
damage
damage
for the
Okay,
first. So it
Yeah.
does it specifically say that it hits them with a number of rays, or you could just
It's
determine?
8 rays that go out.
Do you hit specific people, or do you just hit whoever?
Oh, that's a good question. 8 multicolored rays of light flash from your hand. Each ray is a different color and has a different power and each purpose. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a dex saving throw for each target. Roll a d8 to determine which color ray affects it. So I guess
Okay,
they
so
take
they,
that's- yeah,
they
that's
take
the
it
one.
one per.
So that is,
so I can
uh,
hit up to 8 feet.
Got it.
essentially. So that guy's done. Okay, and then the next was water. Water. Okay, so he's gonna do 3 again. So it's gonna be another lightning.
Okay.
Or he gets electrocuted.
I know.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you.
All this damage.
6.
Trigger the ring.
I would like.
Oh no! Akio spells are amazing. Is it?
Oh, I can. Yes, it is.
So you shape.
I can shape it around you. That's right.
Okay, I was gonna say if not,
You're just chanting "Trigger the ring."
Yeah. Trigger the ring. Trigger the ring.
Everyone wants Goblin Ari. Vote at home if you want to see Goblin Ari. Your votes will determine the difficulty of the next monsters.
if you donate $2 to
37.
Extra Life, you get an extra.
Yeah, D6.
37.
37 to the water elemental.
Yep.
If you donate $2 to me, you get 2 extra ones.
And then
If you donate
I hit-
$100, then you get to
This
add to
guy-
the damage
Actually,
he
with
receives.
extra damage from the lightning, that's enough to destroy the water elemental.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
it disperses against the wall, and Ari drops to the ground, coughing water.
Welcome back.
Woo!
Okay,
Now,
next.
the
Light
wind.
or the wind elemental.
He's gonna take
It's like
seven.
Lightning.
Violet ray, which is on a failed save, the target is blind.
Okay, not
You must
blind.
make a wisdom saving throw at the start of your next turn. A successful save ends the blindness.
Okay.
If it fails the save, the creature is transported to another plane of existence of the GM's choosing. Is no longer blinded. Typically, a creature. So that's like it.
So it happens if it fails a save on something.
Yeah, on a failed save, the target is blinded, and then it has to make a wisdom saving throw. And if it fails that one, then it's gone.
Okay.
So
Alright, so
it's-
that doesn't
nothing
really do
happens.
anything. It made it save, so. And then the last water elemental.
That's cool. That would have been awesome. To
That would have been
transport
very
to a plane of
Uh,
existence.
2, which is orange. It's gonna take
Well, that's.
acid
If you want to see
damage.
that, I'll cast Banish.
So
I'll just banish one.
10d6.
Oh wait, I get 5 hit points because that thing died. Because it was hexed.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
5 hit points. Hurl.
Uh, 35 acid damage.
Nice.
And you will notice that the acid is dispersed as it hits the water.
Thank you, sir.
Dang it.
Like into the water, like.
Like it as it hits the water, kind of disperses itself and doesn't do it nearly as much as I expected.
Well, that was pretty cool. And then I'm gonna crouch back down. I know that.
Ooh, and then hide again. All right. Sorry, Tavish.
I wish I could control the damage that would be.
Just taking a step back
Nice.
will trigger a opportunity attack or disengage. That's an action
You
or
can
a
disengage.
movement?
A disengage is an action.
It's not a movement. Not using the whole movement for one.
Yeah, but it takes your action.
Unless you're a rogue. Or
Unless you do something like
Or
Zephyr
I
Strike.
can spend a key point to
To
that, or
disengage.
yeah, like Batman.
Well,
Or
I was
actually
going
just
to
use the
cast
protection
Protection of
because I
Good and
took
Evil on myself.
3 levels
Okay.
of rogue, so yeah.
Choose
elementals.
elementals. Yeah, so they
Yes.
take.
By the way,
They hit
as far as
disadvantage.
scrolls go, if it requires concentration for the original spell, it requires concentration to use
So it
the
does
scroll.
use
Yes.
concentration.
However, these scrolls did not specifically say that they use concentration.
Yes. Got it.
Okay, so I'm going to use Protection from Good and Evil on myself.
Okay.
Choose elementals. So they have disadvantage on attack rolls against me. I can't be charmed
Okay.
right because that's.
So did you move back?
No, I'm doing.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing my stuff right now. And then I'm just going to take a step back. Use my movement and take a step back.
Okay.
See what happens.
So what is it again for protection versus good and evil?
That's disadvantage. on
They have a
attack rolls.
disadvantage.
We might live.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
How's everybody feel about being blinded for a minute?
24 to hit.
The lowest?
Yes. I rolled an 18 and a 19, so.
I would like to reduce the attack roll of one of those, please. With my mocking words.
The lowest one?
Only 3. The
Yeah.
lowest one.
So 21.
Sorry. I'll turn and mock it and be like, ha, that was not that great.
That was
Well, yeah.
adequate. That was fine.
Actually, it was
you're
pretty
gonna
good,
take,
so go ahead. It was
8
fine.
fire damage.
I guess it was okay.
And then you are ignited in flame.
Okay, and then for my bonus action, Slayer Spray.
Okay.
I said, for that, you're going down first.
You're next. Actually, Ari is next. No, sorry, not Ari. The heirs. I misspelled heirs and it looked like Ari for a moment there. Alrighty.
Airy.
So the first wind elemental is going to surge around the fire elementals, the
This
smaller
guy?
one. The smaller one. He's going to surge around
Can
and
he
through.
make it? He's technically a 2
He
by
can
2.
squeeze
He's
through.
made of
his-
wind.
Yeah, he can squeeze through the other wind elemental.
You can pass through the flame.
And it is going to pick up Ari in its kind of whirlwind. Actually, it's going to move into the space of Ari.
It's like a
and
blow
Rom.
dryer. Thank you.
So each, you both need to make me a DC 13 strength saving throw. Brom,
Strength?
you.
Okay, I do as well.
Yep, strength saving throw.
It's probably really hot air because of all the fire.
Come on, baby. Nice.
19.
24.
Okay. On a failure.
Feels like you're in an
blah, blah, blah.
I was sopping wet, and now
Now you're just dry.
I'm blown
So
dry.
you're just gonna take half damage.
Okay.
So 9 bludgeoning damage each. That's after the halving.
The happening.
Yep. So this thing just comes in and it tries to like batter you against each other and fling you across the room, but it can't quite get a good hold against heroes. The other elemental, the other air elemental, is going to surge through his companion and basically land in Tavish's space and try to do the same thing.
He's
Give
so
me
fat.
a strength saving throw, please, Tavish. Oh, this is against an elemental. Or this, because you have protection from good and evil,
Yeah.
you have advantage on this.
Nice.
Is it a strength?
Yes. Strength saving throw.
Tw 22.
Okay, so you're only gonna take half damage. Nine damage as well. Bludgeoning. Bludgeoning. And then the earth elementals are gonna go. The one is just gonna move up behind its buddy.
Actually, since I took damage, I have to roll for concentration. 'cause
Yes.
it goes-
So it's a.
well, it's-
Because it was only 9 damage.
Let me
It's a
have
10.
10.
Let me at him.
10 or half the damage.
Yeah.
Whichever's higher, basically.
I have
So
no idea what you're saying.
okay.
For your
You need to
concentration.
make a Constitution saving throw,
Okay.
and it needs to be better than 10.
It's not.
Okay. So it doesn't end up hurting you as much, but it does ruin your concentration. Your spell dissipates. Okay. That first element, earth element, is just going to go over there, and then the other one is going to try and slam Thornock a couple times. The first attack is a 22.
Yeah.
That is 13 bludgeoning damage, and you're knocked prone. And then the second attack is made with advantage. Well, that was the one that should have been against Scott. That was a 2 and a 3. So that's a miss.
He was so excited
was
about
the-
knocking you over.
What was the bludgeoning damage?
13.
Okay, so I took a full 3.
Yep, you take a full 13.
Are
Alright,
there
it's
some
your turn.
spells you can't
Alright,
cast
I'm
at a
next.
higher level?
Maybe?
You should be
Apparently,
able to
I
cast
can't
them.
cast Zephyr Strike at any level higher than.
Hit the up level and see.
That's weird. It doesn't show up.
Yeah, that was same with Hunger of Hadar.
But you can. You just it just
Okay.
doesn't show up. That's weird. It's like, do you have it in your learn spells or whatever?
Let's take the
If
guy
you
in
do
the corner.
non-spells,
Yeah.
and then go to non-spells. It's there,
Okay.
and it's prepared.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't-
So
you don't
you're
have to
in
do
an
that.
air elemental right now.
Weird.
But I made my saving throw.
It's
You did.
It's like
You're still. It's still occupying your space.
Oh, okay.
Well, and that kind of.
But am I grappled or whatever? No.
Everything
Okay.
else you should be able to.
Well, because it's like you do 1d8, but because I cast a 2, they give another. Like, so I guess some don't.
hit 2 and see what it does.
No.
Nothing.
No. But that is Xanthar, so.
So it's probably that you can just use it, like it just gives you
Yeah.
additional spell slots, basically. So
Yeah,
you never
yeah,
stop
yeah.
using it. Interesting.
Alright, we're right there.
This is rough.
Yeah.
We're gonna be okay though.
I don't know. Okay.
I got one more big spell that I think is gonna help us. Some crowd control spell here.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Can I make an attack against this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Knock Tavish over in the process. Do you want to get another like tile to put there just so you don't fall over?
Just go
Back up against the corner. All right. So I'm gonna attack this air elemental.
Get tired?
No, I'm good.
No.
All right.
Just grumpy about your spells.
Nope.
Got
So this
Nope, not at
attack
all.
is 17 to hit.
it. 17 will hit.
Okay.
So, because you're, are you restrained or not restrained?
No,
because I made
because
a
it is.
mistake.
Okay. Yep. Making the save makes you not restrained.
Ooh, nice roll.
Actually, technically these ones don't restrain you at all.
Oh, they just do damage.
Yep.
Just throw ya.
And they throw you across the room.
23 damage.
23
Nice.
damage.
Throw me like.
Yeah, throw you away from it all.
Um,
It throws you into the wall, and then you
Yeah,
bounce
no
all the way
kidding.
across.
Next attack is gonna miss. It was a 13.
13 will miss. Third attack.
Unarmed strike, 27
That'll hit.
for 9 damage.
Damage.
And
I called that one the little one swirl, by the way.
Yeah.
Swirl.
it does kind of look like an ice cream.
Yep.
Final attack.
Dollop.
Ugh.
You could totally turn some of those into like ice cream elementals.
Advantage.
Should
One
make
of
him
the
like
Stay Puft
make him
cream-
a final attack.
Cream puff man.
Alrighty, Brom,
him a
it is your
cherry
turn.
dipper.
Thornock, you're on
He's a
deck.
cherry
All right.
dipper co.
Unless you like to
So,
move.
Thornock's on the ground. Everybody's really close.
None of the other bonus action disengage at times two. All that
I
roll
know.
stuff.
I
I'm just saying instead of your unarmed
I
strike.
like to.
And he is he
He
in,
likes to deal damage.
is he in the air element
No.
elemental?
No.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you're inside of it, but you're not
You're-
like
you're
restrained.
not getting
occupying
thrown
the
around.
space.
Would I mean the reason I'm asking is, would I be able to stand if I'm already in the space? Would I be able to move here, or would I be hit with something?
No, you'd be able
Does
to.
that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move just this direction.
Yeah, we'll say while you're within the elemental, it's difficult terrain because you're pushing against
Right.
hard.
And that's really
It's 10
yeah. I'll
feet.
just be moving
Yeah,
that
you-
far, and then I'm going to cast. I think I'm gonna do synaptic static at the 5th level,
Nice.
and I want to do it. This one is a 20-foot radius. I want to do it basically far enough out here so I can hit these guys.
Okay.
And it is a sphere. Yes. So there's 5. So 5, and it's from the origination point,
Yeah.
right? 20 out. Yeah. So I guess I'll do out here, basically just trying to get these guys.
Okay.
And then I don't think it'll hit him
Mhm.
unless I'd hit you if I
me,
hit
but that's
him.
okay if you need to.
No, you don't have to, because he's a 2x2.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna just basically try and scoop these guys. It's not gonna affect those guys, but
So
these.
it's gonna hit everybody but the two at the front
Correct.
of the room.
Everybody but those two.
The two on Tavish.
Correct.
Okay.
They need to make an intelligence save of 17.
Intelligence save? What the heck is this?
They're probably-
Synaptic
they're
static.
probably Stupid.
It's my brain bomb.
You actually are.
Stupid
So
and
Earth Elemental. What'd you say was the DC?
17.
17.
17.
Fail. Fail. Fire Elemental.
6, 7.
Fail. A Water Elemental. Barely succeeded with a crit. And the one air elemental that gets hit is going to fail.
3,
So,
9,
and the water elemental in the back is the only one that saves. The rest will take
13,
damage.
17, 27.
What
20,
kind-
20,
What kind of damage?
27 psychic damage. 27 points of psychic damage. And anyone who failed to save has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. They'll have to roll a d6 and subtract it from the number from its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as constitution saving throws, maintaining concentration.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
Constitution save.
And so I'm just
You'll
kind of
have
step
to remind
aside.
me of that in just a few moments.
Okay, no worries. I'll
That's
pull back,
Awesome.
and then again, this time instead of my eyes, I go and it's going to kind of go purpley blue and it'll be like a, what is that? Like a pulse of
Yeah.
purpley energy is like
EMP pulse.
yeah,
Hit
like,
their heads.
Well, that's okay. These elementals are analog.
dang it! It's like an EMP blast. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
What a magic EMP blast. An MMP blast.
MMP blast. I used all of my d6 dice.
Awesome.
And then for
So what is the other effect again?
the
Muddled Thoughts.
Sorry, muddled thoughts for 1 minute. They have to roll a d6 on any ability checks, attack rolls, and Constitution saves,
And minus it.
and subtract that from them. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm pulling it
Nice.
open again.
Do they make additional saves at the end of
They can
turns,
make an
or-
intelligence save at the end of each turn, ending the effect on its success. And
Okay.
it's the same 17.
17 DC?
Yep.
Okay.
That's an
Alrighty.
awesome spell if it works.
Thornock, it is your
Dumb
turn.
Creatures.
That's a good crowd control right there.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I was trying to do, is like get it so I wouldn't hit other people though, because
I cannot see.
You're
Where?
prone.
You're
over
prone
here.
on the ground, right in front of an earth elemental.
I'll turn the camera.
So I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna attack the earth element.
Okay.
Oh, freak. It's broken.
And I am guessing you're switching to your axe.
Yes, switching to my axe.
Look, Dad. You gotta pay attention.
Like 30.
Oh,
Like a hit, I guess. I can spout random numbers too. What's the damage?
17 plus 12, so I guess 29.
29. Okay.
Like 30.
Go and roll damage.
Pretty much.
It's like 30, but not quite.
It's like 30 is the next door neighbor.
I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna stop the stream and restart it, Reese. So